Hello, third grade. We are going to start reviewing our memory joggers today. All right, so our first problem is 6 times z equals 42. I know that the opposite of multiplication is division, so I need to figure out 6 times something equals 42. I could also say that as 42 divided by 6 equals something. I know that 6 times 7 equals 42, but I could also split 42 up into 6 groups as well. So my answer for this one is 6 times 7 equals 42. The next one, y divided by 3 equals 9. If I'm dividing by 3, I know that y has to be something bigger than 3. So I am going to figure out what 3 times 9 is to figure out what y is. And I know that I could put that into 3 groups of 9, which gives me 27. Y equals 27. The next one, 64 equals 8 times W. I like to rewrite that as 8 times W equals 64. I know that the opposite of multiplication is division, so 64 divided by 8 equals 8. Again, I could put 64 into 8 groups. 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And count them all up. So W equals 8. And the last one, 4 times V equals 12 plus 8. First thing I'm going to do is figure out what 12 plus 8 is. 10 plus 2 plus 8. Carrying 10, 20. So 4 times V equals 20. I could do 20 divided by 4 equals something. Put that into 4 groups. Count by 2, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I know that V equals 5. All right, now we're going to move on to problem B. Back to our fractions. It says, write 2 fractions that could be used to describe the location of point C. So the first thing I need to do is label my number line. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces. So I'm going to label my number line. So I also see that I have these bigger lines here. So that's going to divide me into 3 pieces. So I'm going to label this as 1/3 and this as 2/3. So it wants to know that which is the same to describe point C. Remember, those are our equivalent fractions. We have 1/3 and then we have 2/6. Then it's asking how far is point C from point D. So I'm going to switch my color here, and it wants to know how far. So if we did it with the top, it would be 1/3, 2/3, and if we did it from the smaller section, it would be 1/6, 2/6, 3/6, and 4/6. So it would be 2/3 and 4/6. Now let's move on to problem C. The area of a rectangle, I know that area equals length times width. So it says the area of the rectangle is 48 square inches. So I know that my area, I'm going to write this down here again. My area equals 48, and then my width is 6. So I am trying to figure out what is this number right here. I know that the opposite of multiplication is division. So I can do 48 divided by 6. I can draw my 6 boxes. And count up to 48. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48. So my length is going to be 8 inches. For the next one, it's doing the same thing. Area equals length times width. It says that our area is 25 square inches. What is the length of one side? So we don't know the side, but I need to think in my head, what 2 numbers multiplied together give us 25? So because I see 25, I'm going to start with 5s in my head. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. If I count up, I know that 5 times 5 equals 25. So the length of one side is 5 square inches. And for problem D, it says the PTO wants to bring 1,000 freezer pops for field day. They brought 564 pops last week, and they brought in 435 pops this week. So I know that I'm going to use a part whole. I'm trying to get to 1,000, and I have 564 and 435. I'm going to start by adding these two together. 564 plus 435. 564, 435. 5. 4 plus 5 is 9. 60, 70, 80, 90, and 500 plus 400 is 900. 999. All right, sorry about that. 999. So it says, have the third graders met their goal? It's 999, so our answer is no. If yes, how many extras? They did not meet their goal. And how many more are needed? They need 1 more freezer pop.